Before we get started, y'all already know that we be playing music. But what I want y'all to know is I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a treat tonight. You understand? In the meantime, hold up. Let me try to get started. Y'all already know that we be playing music. Where's that? I'm gonna give y'all a little sample off of what's coming off of my album in the future. All right. So stay tuned and enjoy.
That once was my home, bleach neath the stones. That once was my home.
Fuck the white man, it's for sitting Bull Geronimo. Blast from the past, it's the last of the Taino. Return of the prodigal, pen game bionicle. Writing the King's Chronicle, lifestyle's iconical. Ya tu sabe, nigga, you already know. Don't fuck with fuckboys, pendejos, or maricones. Venaki, vominos, crushing mics like styrofoam. Snatching rappers' souls and stashing bodies in catacombs. I left the world and I ain't never going back again. Roll with righteous men like General Mahayaman. Taught me to maneuver through bullshit you couldn't factor in. No matter how hard the walk, I'll never pack it in. Untouched in the lions, then battle Leviathan. Cause I ain't never been a homeborn slave or a hireling. Living in Babylon, a concrete Amazon. Slamming Qurans in front of Farrakhan on Ramadan. So you vagabonds can't touch the air I'm on. I'm tired of you niggas playing dress up, this ain't Comic-Con. That's the type of shit that I'm on. You want a battle, then I'll do you as the Brook of Kisan, motherfucker. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Come. This or that. 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 This, that. Black sheep who walk to the beat of a different drum, tune of a different hum, guitar with a different strum. Seen a few days that was looking darker than plums, cause these crackers try to snatch your soul like Shang Tsung. Fuck the police, sit down for national anthems, kidnapping the rap game and hold it for ransom. Still one of the dopest MCs that be under the sun. My notes could explode your whole galaxy like a Samsung. Every verse is just monstrous, flowing more than hydrolysis. Walk with a pair of balls that's bigger than hippopotamus, killing this shit like Spartacus, Death to Remus and Romulus, taking over your continent, conquering every province, ruled with an iron rod, totalitarian dominance. Bend the knee or else suffer the consequence. Fire, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Stay hungry like I came out of land with a famine. Set my own trends, never jump on no bandwagons like you corny motherfuckers sporting female fashion. You all know talent, having swagger, jacking, lacking passion. Need your ass backwards, dabbing, half-ass rapping, full-fledged faggots. I'm feeding you the maggots after autographing your caskets. None of y'all can fuck with the captain. Verbal assassin, toe tagging all of you bastards. Closed captions. This or that. This or that. Whenever you're ready, Finn, take me in.
These are all coming off my next album, man. You understand?
We're gonna start with a hook.
Sneak preview. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Yo. Notice some hate me, notice some love me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. Yeah. Glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. First I'm your buddy, now you yelling fuck me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. Yeah. Glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you been ill since a little nigga. When Diddy was still puffy, coming through, riding on the pegs of a silver Huffy. One thing life taught me is don't ever get comfy. That's when niggas ride up and put your wig back like Gumby, huh? Fuck Trump and this motherfucking country. For the 3 generations they done turned into junkies. 12 lock us in the cage and treat our ass like a monkey. So a nigga straight fed up and tired of the fuckery, huh? This ain't the land of milk and honey. The money's bloody, our tummies hungry. The friends we bury, the bullets flurry. Corner stores and the chicken curry. The judge and jury, courtrooms and defense attorney. Welcome everybody to the belly of the beast. See, it's a miracle if you make it out in one piece. So a nigga gotta stay war ready like a Humvee. Wrestle with reptiles, crocodile Dundee. See, you the type that like it gentrified with the white yuppies. I'm the type that chill where it's scummy with a black scully. So I'm public enemy like Chuck D. So you know it's fuck you if it's fuck me. Your shoes crummy, your clothes bummy, you look musty. Your bitch ugly, her toes crusty, her weave dusty. Your spine's putty, your heart's fluffy, you're not gully. My son's comely, my wives love me, my life lovely. Notice some hate me, notice some love me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. Yeah. Glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. First I'm your buddy, now you yelling fuck me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. Yeah. Glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you.
That's supposed to be featuring my man Will Mega. You understand? Both them tracks right there, along with Can I Live. I know y'all heard it. You understand? They go coming off my next album. You understand? A Peculiar Nigga, Waters of Life, and Hard Liquor. In the meantime, Can I Live is available on Spotify, Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? You name it, we got it. Now you understand. Back to our regular scheduled program. This is Akkad Abarayan, Captain Akkad Abarayan, 144. I know you feel me, nigga. You understand? Worthy of Vengeance mixtape.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it. Made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image. I.S.U.P.K whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cards to hold. Holy angels watch my steps and block God my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga. Let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50. I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told that bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. When Paul fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastating, I'm calculating my next move. U.P.K with real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for pause, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your move on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming that God bless the underdog down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope in the struggles. Life like tug of war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. All gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond neck. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black. I can't fight the cops and the ops. Toting blocks, heavy on the block. While the crack tucked in the sock. Instead help the ones I love. We was on the block for the grub. If you from my side, then it's love. Wanted big nuts, busting out the jeans, but we was hurting on the fiends. Without that crack, he look just like me. Dirty nigga from the concrete, but the white man dealt his hand. So we eating up the trash can. People ride by, don't extend a hand, cause to them, this an average black man. So for him, that's why I gotta make it. I ain't talking rap. Before the slave ships, I'm one of a kind. Y'all can't take it. I could never leave my spot vacant, cause I'm black. I see crowns and I take it, cause I'm black. I never been in no spaceship, but I know a UFO when I see it. I know that it's gonna come when I need it. I put faith in God more than Bible reading. So I don't play that shit, address them when you see him. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black. Learn to flip pennies cause I'm black. Know about semis cause I'm black. Yeah, in the hood, we was strapped 10 toes down. We wear sacks. Substitute Israelite with black. And you gotta guess where I'm at. I be with the priest chilling hard. Right on Malcolm X Boulevard. To you niggas, to me the stars. Everything about my life is hard. But I'll never fold, play my cards. You want beef? What's the cause? Watch your mouth, I hit hard. Back up for unique goals. Everything you say, mad pause. Every move I make is within them laws. And I've been the boss cause it's beneficial. Ask the enemy, I've been official. If not for weed, I've been the official. Homie, I understand why you smoke. Been depressed since slave boats. But the Bible is the cheat code. False blunts don't need those. Brotherhood is life's cheat code. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black. I don't gotta buy jeans cause I'm black. I don't play 2K cause I'm black. Fought my whole life cause I'm black. But I left his eye blue and black. Ain't got a trap cause I'm black. Ain't got not one face tat. But I'm still getting profile, cause I fit these crackers profile. Scruffy beard with the dark skin, baggy sweats with the butter Timbs. So they know they can't butter him, so they rather jail cell muzzle him. If you touching him, ain't just comfort him, cause I'm a law keeper, a peace bringer, no tranquility, a peace bringer. Deuce in the street sweeper, cover clip, I be spicing shit. But gunned I would die in the icy wrist, that showed in my chest ain't for blocking shit. Touch me, I'm all on you blocking shit, cause I'm black. You think I gotta cock the fifth? Well, that's a stereotype, that's accurate, cause crackers laying niggas in these cold streets and then telling my brother, you gotta beat for me. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Judite, so I'm black.
If you want to cross the line, you'd have crossed it. If you want to play games, go play that somewhere else. We got business to do here. Cross the line or get the out. Either one.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah. You already know we back live and direct as usual. It is back to business. You understand? Week after week, that's what's going on. Captain Tazaryach couldn't be here today. He's handling business though. Lord willing, he might call in a little bit. Not exactly sure, but tonight episode, this is going to be for y'all. This is going to be for the viewers. Y'all got any questions, comments, whatever the case may be, y'all can definitely feel free to call up. But before y'all do, I want to get into a couple of things. You understand? What I really want to talk about is what the hell happened last week, man. You understand? Like I mean, when it comes down to Sydney Green and oh my God, and her sponsor, that's what the hell she called her. I ain't never. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I was in the world. I know women that sell their cat that was not as big of a hoe as she was.
That's right.
You understand? That's somewhere in between that gray area of whoredom had a drop more decency than this broad. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. I didn't know a hoe like that existed. You understand? And there's so much that happened. Like, I mean, y'all already know everybody gets body bagged that comes on this show.
That's right.
You understand? I already knew that these hoes was gonna have to get body bagged. And I mean, I don't want to get into that part. But what's sad is her friend actually wanted, like, you understand, like an answer. She wanted help. The other one was like, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Like, but let me tell you something, man. You understand? This school right here, the I.S.U.P.K, this is the place where anybody, no matter what walk of life you came from, you understand, you can change your life. You can turn back to the Most High in Christ. You can repent, but you have to want to. And the problem is, this hoe is out there trying to teach women that it's acceptable to be shameless, that the problem is the shame that's put on that. No, the problem is that we don't shame enough people. You understand? The problem is that we don't shame enough brothers or sisters. Like little Susie Vert should be shamed, man. You understand? He shouldn't be able to walk around with a pocketbook and with the dyed hair and, you know, sashaying across the goddamn stage. Young Thug, you understand, should be shamed. These cats wearing dresses and skirts and women's fashion and dyeing their hair multiple colors. They should be shamed. Like, we need positive peer pressure. You understand? Like a hoe needs to walk into a spot and she's dressed promiscuous and you understand? Hold on, I'm making my own sound effects. Hold on, wait. You understand? Something needs to happen. It needs to come to like a straight stop where everybody in there turns around and then looks at her and says, listen, this ain't the establishment for that. You understand? Like I mean, if you're gonna use the sound effects, they gotta be in the realm of what the sound effects are. But drop the bomb, shotguns and bombs are always good. You understand? So all these different, you understand, like things like we shouldn't be accepting in our community. And that's why she had no answer when it came down to, well, how does this help the black community? How does this help black and Hispanics? And her thing was just, well, have you had sex before? As if pleasure is everything. Like you do understand that, you understand you can get AIDS. You can get herpes. You can get syphilis. You can get gonorrhea. You can get something that's going to destroy you. You understand? You can get something that's going to harm you from that pleasure if you don't use it properly. And we're number one in all of that. Why are we number one in all that? Because our bodies, the vessels, this, you understand, what do they want to call it? The life experience. You understand that we live comes with rules. You can't do what you want. When we try to do what we want, when we try to do what these other nations do, we get destroyed. You understand? And that's what those sisters were. Those sisters were destroyed. And this is the thing, right? Couple of things happened that I want to get into. One, their whole thing was she was talking about vibrations and frequencies the whole goddamn night, right? And when she's talking about vibration and frequencies, I'm asking her, well, what did you use to measure these vibrations and frequencies that you can get an accurate reading? First, she tries to knock the Bible. I know why you were trying to knock the Bible. So I want to call you a sister, but you understand, a sister, but the scripture says that a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. You know what another word for a female dog is? A bitch. You understand? That's a shameless woman right there. That's in the Bible. It's not my words. But here's the point, right? The point is that you take a look at the sister. She turned around saying that, okay, I got it from life experience and then books. So you don't even have no measure. So you telling me that you want to knock this book that's been around for thousands of years, that changed my life, that stops women from being whores, stops brothers from being whoremongers, and you want to go read up something that tells me that as long as I don't feel shame, I could sleep with somebody with AIDS and nothing's going to happen to me? What are you, smoking crack? You understand? And that's the problem, man. You understand? So now moving on from that, not from the topic, but further into the conversation, then she wants to talk about the law of attraction. Meanwhile, they both said that they haven't got laid since like what, October? If you're this big nymphomaniac, right? And you have the law of attraction. This is what me and Captain Zakar were talking about when I asked him about his synopsis about the show. You understand? When you turn around and you're telling me that you're this nymphomaniac and you haven't got laid since October, obviously the law of attraction isn't working for you if you're that in love with dick. Then she had 3 husbands, which this is another thing. Brothers, y'all ain't, everybody about to get checked tonight. You understand? But he said the vibration is a vibrator. You might be right there. You understand? But she had 3 husbands at one time. She lost 2, and she's looking for 2 more, and she hasn't found them in between now and October. Once again, the law of attraction has failed you.
That's right.
Once again, whatever it is that you think you're practicing is not working for you. Then, this is another thing, too. She's just trying to hustle people with her whole orgy, which you have some reports that says that her whole party that she had, which is absolutely disgusting, that she didn't even show up to in the first place. Then she says she was there, but she didn't get to experience anything. So now hear this good. You're supposed to be the queen of the hoes. You understand? The queen whore, Thoughtsilla. You out there, you understand, running wild. You at your party. You're in your element. You're supposed to thrive in your element. You understand? And then what happens? You didn't get the rod that you wanted so much at your own orgy. Once again, it's failed you. You understand? And the whole time she's teeter-tottering back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Don't know what the hell she's talking about. But now, check this out. As time goes on in the conversation, which she was shamed, she psychosomatically, you understand, almost had a Freudian slip where she basically, you understand, admitted that something happened to her from her father when she was 6 years old. You understand? She was molested and turned out and became this super hoe to fill this void. So now, while all that was going on, and Cap kept hammering it home. Now, check this out. The camera's cut off, but she stayed live. You understand? What's up, Ak? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but no sweat. So now, as far as that goes, I started to watch her friend, and every time the molestation came up, her friend's face would contort. You know what I'm saying? It would get all jacked up. So now, all cameras were off, but they kept going live. So while we're there, in the midst of everything, you know what I'm saying, Cap is hammering a point home, and I keep seeing the sister's face get screwed up. So then in the middle of that, I turned around and I said, y'all are going to have something happen to you to learn. You're going to have to go through some kind of trauma. So that's when the sister on the right says, well, I've already been through trauma. I'm like, I know, but I'm talking about something that's going to change your life. I said, and we all been through trauma. I said, the difference is that I've been through trauma too. I came here and got healed. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the place where you can come here and you can lose all your addictions, all your afflictions. You understand? You could put the weed down. You could put the work down. You understand? This is the place where you come and you change. You become a better person. So now, in the midst of all of that, she turns around and she says something. She says, well, what do you do to help people? Right there was the cry for help. Then a minute later, she turns around and says, no, y'all can't help people. Meaning what? That demon convinced her in her mind, I can't get help here. And every time you would hear that cry for help, that monster Sydney would block it off, change the subject, try to drown it out. So they end up, you understand, Cap says, all right, y'all got to go. You understand? We got to get these demons out of here. They as they're leaving, you know what I'm saying? We walked them to the vehicle, made sure they got to the car safe. While they're in the car, they continued on the live. And then that sister admitted that she was touched. She said, yeah, I went through trauma, but that wasn't a safe place. The ISUPK is the only safe place for anybody who's been a victim of any trauma in their life. That's where you drop a bomb. You understand? This is the only place where if you were a sister and you were molested or if you were raped or whatever the case may be, that you can come to get healed. The proof is, once again, Captain Tazaryach did 3 or 4 lectures on homosexuality. The second one, the third one was in Atlanta. The second one was against child molestation, right? And there was a sister, you could see her starting to get healed. There were brothers who were touched that you could see them starting to get healed, that they had a safe place that they could come and talk about this. The problem is the safe place is not with Sidney Green. The safe place is not at an orgy. The safe place is not running to all these different promiscuous places or parties where you can get date raped, where you can get gang raped. You understand? And I guarantee you that's what happened to that sister recently. That's why she had that big ass hat on. That was like her damn turtle shell. She was trying to hide herself. You understand? You could see that she was damaged recently, man. And she says that wasn't a safe place. And she kept repeating it. That wasn't a safe place. That wasn't a safe place. And every time she said it, Sydney started to talk louder and louder and louder, and then tried to diverge to come buy your tickets, because that's all it was about. All that was about was her getting her money. You understand? She's just another common hustler trying to rob silly black and Hispanic women. You understand? Exactly. You understand? Just like your Christian church. What does the Christian church do? The Christian church is a goddamn orgy, man. You understand? That's why the altar boys get molested in the Catholic Church. That's why the deacons, you understand, get molested or are molesting boys. That's why Eddie Long is molesting boys. That's why they're sleeping with someone else's woman. You understand? That's why the definition of a damn rapture is an orgasm. You understand? That's all that is. And inside those same areas, like this, you can thrive and you can prosper and you can be as wicked as you want, because there's no criteria for change. And that's the main problem. That's everybody's problem with the Bible. You understand? Outside of Christianity and you not understanding prophecy or thinking that snakes talk or rabbits lay eggs or reindeer fly, whatever the case may be. You understand? I understand white supremacy. You understand is the heart and soul of Christianity, but that has nothing to do with the Bible. Now, the other half of the people who don't like the Bible are the people who get convicted by it, are the people who get convicted by it and then don't want to change. You understand? Don't want to turn around and stop dressing that way. You understand? Stop sleeping with everybody they come into contact with. And as a result, then you feel that shame, which she's desperately trying to get rid of. You understand? Which she's desperately trying not to be like a whore. And that's the problem when we say sex is marriage. When we say sex is marriage, women have a problem with that. Weak men have a problem with that because they turn around and they don't want to keep you. They don't want to deal with your mouth. They understand. They don't want to deal with any of your actual problems. You understand? But now what it comes down to is that with sisters, when you tell a sister that sex is marriage, every body that she had flashes before her eyes. Now she's got to convict herself. She has to tell herself that that's not true, because then she's not as virtuous as she thinks. You understand? That's what y'all sisters got to realize, is that a head wrap don't make you holy. You understand? A lot of these, and brothers, watch out, because a lot of these sisters is hoes and head wraps. And this brings me to where I got to charge these brothers at. What type of brother would share his woman? You understand? Like, what type of brother is going to sit there and say it's fine if two other cats smash my woman? That's disgusting. You understand? Like, you putting your rod right where someone else's rod goes. You halfway homosexual. You watching pornography. You're halfway homosexual. And don't tell me, don't tell me, I'm looking at a box on the, what do you call it? Nah, man, knock that off. You understand? Like you got to cut all that out. You watching a rod. You understand? You're getting off at looking at another man's rod. We're not supposed to have that level of sexual deviancy, man. That's not how it works. You understand? And those guidelines and parameters are only in the scriptures. That's why people got so many damn problems with it, because then you can't sell your drugs. You understand? And you can't sleep with whores. Then you have to take on the responsibility, man. And sex is a responsibility.
That's right.
Dealing with a woman is a responsibility. You understand? And brothers, we have to be stronger, man. If we stop loving hoes, our women will stop being them. Like, could you imagine if, and this is why Sydney was so thrown off guard. Because everywhere she goes, she probably owns the room. Everywhere she goes, people are probably, you know, what's a good word for it? Go gaga over her. You understand? Like they get enticed by her. They put themselves below her. You understand? Whipped. And as a result, she gets all the power, Well, she came inside here and she came around real men. She came around real men who aren't impressed by a whore. You understand? Where everybody else is probably like, oh, wow, that's so great. Oh, you're a sexual liberator. You understand? Whereas that it comes down to is that we're not impressed with that. You understand? In the words of my man, Officer Kazak Damal, you understand? Put on some clothes, set some goals. We can rap then. What are you bringing to the table? So now here comes that positive peer pressure. So now imagine if any brother that comes around her hears what she's done and then won't deal with her. And no matter where she goes, she can't get any ride. She's going to have to change if she wants a man. You understand? She going to have to stop dressing like that, have to stop talking like that. Like, and this is another thing, sister, like if you pretty much do the opposite of the white man, this is for brothers and sisters. You understand? You be close to the serving the Most High. What do I mean by that? If you stop, the white man likes bloody meat. You stop eating bloody meat, you keeping the law. We ain't supposed to be eating, you understand, no blood in our meat. That's why we eat our meat well done. You understand? You stop being a homosexual like the white man pushes in America. You doing the right thing. You keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? You stop eating pork when the white man puts pork in everything. You're serving the Lord. You stop eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. You serving the Lord. Sisters, you want to know an example of what not to do in life? Do everything the opposite way of Sydney. You understand? She talks too goddamn much. Shut your mouth. She runs around and sleeps with everybody. Go find you one man and be with him for the rest of your life. And you will be serving the Most High. You will be in a much better position than that hoe right there. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Ever. And I'm telling you, I like in the world, I knew professional hoes. You understand? You could find them at an escort service, selling themselves. And they was not as bad as her. You understand? And once again, you want that safe place. You want to change. You have to turn. Brother Max Mill, I'm glad you don't know who the hell she is. But if you want to learn what not to be and learn, like, and this is another thing. Akim, those who don't know, Akim means brothers. We got a lot of work to do. Because that's out there. You understand? And that's out there trying to lead brothers and sisters away from the Most High. And it's very easy to give into your pleasure. And that's what makes America so great. The reason why people love America so much is because you can come here and do whatever you want. And if you want to molest boys, you go be a Catholic priest. You want to get away with murder, you get on the NYPD. You understand? You can murder anyone you want, as long as they're black or Hispanic. You understand? Exactly. You understand? Just like there's a religion to fulfill any single lust, you can do anything you want in America. You want to be a homosexual, you can go be a Christian. You want to smoke weed, go be Rastafari. I. You understand? You want to sell drugs, go be a Muslim. But if you want to serve the Most High, you come inside the I.S.U.P.K. because we don't tolerate none of that. And once again, it ain't no holier than thou. It ain't no to knock a brother or sister. You understand? What it comes down to is that we have to know right from wrong and we have to change. Listen, I was the most weed smokingest nigga on earth. I sold drugs. I did a whole bunch of things, but then I met some brothers who showed me how to change my life. You understand? And that's what we got to do. You understand? So now in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and throw the number in. If any of y'all, you understand, got any questions, call in. Tonight's the night. Any breakdown you want, any topic. If you want to talk about what the hell happened last week, the number 646-902-6868. That's 646-902-6868. I got another brother I know he wanted to call in, you understand, to promote this Sunday. I'll be on, hold on, let me make sure I get this right. I think it's Collective Minds Radio. I just want to make sure. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something here. I got to find it right now. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. It is going to be, just so y'all know, this Sunday we'll be broadcasting live from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's, I believe, it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You understand, the brother? It is Collective Minds Radio. All right, this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You understand? We're going to be on there discussing biblical prophecy. Now, moving forward, in the meantime, once again, anybody got any questions? This is the only stipulation. Y'all want your questions answered, you have to call in to get them answered. If you're not gonna call in, then you can't get your question answered. I got a brother who just called in 504 number. Shalom, you got a question or a comment?
Yeah, shalom. I just got a question. I was speaking to some non-messianic brothers not too long ago about Matthew 1 and Luke chapter 3, the genealogy of Yeshua. I have my own position on it. You know, it's nothing I live and die with. You know, I feel there's nothing like salvation. You know, it's not a salvation issue, what some people would say. But how do you brothers interpret Luke 1 and 3?
Okay, no sweat. Now, as far as that goes, Luke and Matthew's are the same genealogies. They're both Joseph's genealogies. They're both showing you that Christ, like, it's basically the argument to prove that this is who we're supposed to be listening to. This is who we're supposed to be following. This is the king. Because in order for you, this is what people, immaculate conception is a lie. Just now, I know that's not your question, but I just want to give a broad overview so people can understand the entire matter. Immaculate conception is a lie. Joseph and Mary had sex in order to conceive Christ. Joseph was from the house of David. When you read 2 Samuel, the 7th chapter, what happens is that the prophet Nathan told, you understand, David that the Messiah would come from his loins. If you did not come from the seed of David, then you could not be the Messiah. So now, what you read in Matthew's is, this is like, okay, brother, you watch Game of Thrones, or have you ever seen the movie A Knight's Tale?
Right, I'm familiar with Game of Thrones.
Okay, well, Game of Thrones, they have lineages. Like, you remember in the beginning when they flipped through that book, and then he was trying to find out who this child's son was, and he started to find out, okay, they all had black hair, they had blonde hair, right, so they couldn't be related. Well, what Matthew's doing is he's giving the prominent lineage. That's why women are named in it. You know that we are a patriarchal society. So when you see Ruth in there, what's Ruth doing in there? Ruth is a famous story in Israel. You understand? Which is why Ruth is contained inside the scriptures. You understand? Right. It's showing you these are the prominent members. This is the argument that he should be king. When you go into Luke, Luke is just the more literal. It covers more generations. You understand?
Right.
So now I'm gonna give you a precept. You understand? Just so you could see this. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just find it. I got it in here somewhere. I could never remember where the hell this is on my own. I actually have to go to my notes for this. Okay, for example, I don't know if you want to go there personally. If you want to write these down for yourself, I'll paraphrase them for now. When you go to 1 Kings, the 19th chapter and the 16th verse, it talks about the king of Israel, and it talks about Jehu and Nimsi. When you go to 2 Kings 9 and 2, it says he was the son of Jehoshaphat. Why did it skip a generation? Because one is giving you the prominent lineage, and the other is just giving you the his registry, the literal lineage. It's just like Paul. When Paul said, has God forsaken his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. He's not literally the direct descendant, you understand, as far as the offspring. But he's naming the prominent people in his lineage to let you know, I also am an Israelite. Listen, I come from the seed of Abraham. Y'all talk about Father Abraham. I'm the son of Abraham. I'm also the son of Benjamin. You understand? So that's all that you're seeing in the difference between the two. You're seeing a prominent lineage and a literal lineage.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Appreciate that. No doubt. Shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Yishabritah. All right, we got a call from Philadelphia, 215. You're on the air right now. What's going on? You got a question or a comment? (215-452). You got a question or a comment?
Oh, yeah. I had a question. I had a question about Matthew chapter 17. I think it's one second, sir.
No sweat.
Okay, where is it? Matthew chapter 17, verse 20 to 21, where it says, if you have the belief of a mustard seed, one should pray and fast?
Okay, now as far as okay.
I just need a breakdown on that, sir.
I got you. All right, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read up a little bit. All right. So now this is basically there was somebody with a demon on him, and the disciples tried to cast out the demon, and they couldn't do it. You understand? It says, then came the disciples to Yahushua. Yahushua, for anybody who doesn't know out there, you understand, is the one that the world calls Jesus Christ. And say, why could we not cast him out? They're talking about, why couldn't we cast out the demon? You understand? And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as the grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goeth not without, but, howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. So the first thing I want to say to you, brother, is I have a question for you before I answer in entirety. What is faith?
Faith? Faith would be how strong you believe in the Most High.
Okay. Now, not to insult you, that's because the reason why you said that is because of Christianity. Christianity makes you believe if you just believe more, that it'll work. There's nobody who says that they believe more than Christians. But even though a Christian is saying that they believe, do they actually believe?
Sir.
So this is exactly why Yahushua said, you understand, this people draweth near me with their tongues or with their mouths, but their hearts is far from me. So what's the evidence that you actually believe? Like, can I just say I believe, or is there more to it?
There's more to it.
So what exactly is there? What to it? If you don't know, there's no shame in it, but you could take a guess if you want.
I'd like to take a guess.
Go ahead.
Would it be on following the law, statutes, and commands?
Now, following the laws, statutes, and commandments, which another word for that would be your works. Now, this is the thing. The law, statutes, and commandments is the bare minimum requirement. You understand? That's what you have to do. Now, what's the work? Remember what the scripture says in Matthew 5 and 17. It says, 17 through 19, rather. It says that the greatest in the kingdom will be he who not only keeps the law, but teaches men how to do so. The least in the kingdom will be men who teach people how to break it. You understand? So that means that not only do you have to keep the law, but you have to be an example and teach men. And that's what the disciples were doing, and under the appropriate order. The disciples were following Christ. Christ was saying, y'all got to get your weight up. Y'all need to do more work. You understand? Y'all need more prayer. Y'all need more fasting. You understand? Y'all need to be out in these streets more. You understand? Like faith without works is dead. You understand? Like the scripture says, you understand? I'll show you my work, and you shall see my faith. Or if I want to see your faith, I have to see your works. You understand? You can't just tell me you believe. So, brother, if you want to increase your work, what you got to do is you got to get inside the I.S.U.P.K, get inside that all black, become an officer. You understand? Get raised up in this truth properly, and then you'll have your works. You understand? Like, brothers and sisters got to make their election sure, because everybody thinks, I'll give you the floor back in a second. Everybody thinks that it's just keeping the law. Well, the rich man kept the law. You understand? He honored his mother and father. He did all that. What did Christ say? Christ said, sell everything you have and follow me. If you want to follow Christ, brother, it is a hardcore walk. You understand? Like, I mean, Peter's father died, and he wanted to go bury his father. Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. You understand? Like, we ain't got time for you to go travel over there for weeks, be unclean for 7 days, and then travel back. Like, we ain't got time for that. You understand? So what he was basically saying is brothers, y'all got to get your weight up. You understand? You need to put in more work. Did that answer your question?
Yes. And I'll let you know, I haven't gone to class as much as I can. You know, my slavery, I gotta be there, but I am you know, attending class more.
Well, I'm gonna drop some bombs for you. Let me tell you something, brother. You on your way. You understand? That's where it starts. It starts with boots on the ground. For anybody out there, remember the scripture says the kingdom of heaven cometh not with observation. You understand? It don't come by just watching. Now you have your slavery. That's why we call it a slavery. You understand? Because it's what we got to do in this captivity. Lord said we wouldn't find no rest among these nations, among these heathens. That's a part of our curse. But you make sure that you go there. You make sure that you fight to become that officer and get your works up. You understand?
Sorry.
Man, Most High in Christ. You understand? You coming to the Passover?
You already know.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. So listen, so Lord willing, I don't know if you drink, whatever the case may be. That'll probably be the only day I drink this year. You understand? But Lord willing, you understand, we'll pour up some scotch. I got an 18-year-old bottle saved, all right?
Hey, man, I bring something to the table too, man. You already.
Man, Most High in Christ. Are you good to go?
I'm good, man. Thank you. You helped me out a lot, man.
Hey, I underbar. All right, shalom. You shabrak. Understand? And that's exactly what we got to do as a people, man. Like, and this is the thing. Like slaves just want things handed to them. We got to actually put our brick in. We got to put our work in, man. You understand? You can't just say you do this, you do that, whatever the case may be. Like the Lord don't want no lip service. You understand? Any of y'all get any other questions? The number 646-902-6868. Call in to get your question answered, even if you want to talk about current events, because there's a lot going on right now. You understand? Putin talking about blowing everybody up. You understand? Saying he's going to attack U.S. soldiers if the U.S. drops one more bomb in Syria. You understand? He says he'll blow up the entire world if Russia is threatened. Like there's a lot going on right now. I mean, teachers is discharging weapons. You understand? In the classroom, injuring students, sealing particles, and all that is falling on people. Shalom, caller 314. You got a question or a comment?
Hey, peace and love to you, brother. This is Brother Mufasa from Collective Minds Radio.
Hey, Shalom, you Shabrakta. What's going on? Okay, so now this is the brother that invited me onto his channel. So I'm glad you called in. So tell the people what we got going on exactly. You understand what you're about, what you do, how they can find you, and then what's going on this Sunday.
Okay, appreciate you. Well,
hey, Shalom, you caller, just hold on 1 second, all right?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you say hold on?
No, I was talking to the other caller who called in from Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead, brother. You got the floor.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, my name is Mufasa Ra. You can find me on Facebook at Mufasa Ra. I have two co-hosts that we do this blog talk show together. It's on blogtalkradio.com. And you can find us at blogtalkradio.com/Collective Minds. We broadcast every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. We've been doing it for about a year now. The reason we called it Collective Minds is because we try to get people from all walks of life, religious backgrounds, doctrines, whatever it may be, to come together so we could talk, build, find truth, come to a common ground, whatever it may be. But what we want to do is just give everybody an opportunity to speak their mind in a diplomatic fashion. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Because I know you called me up with your other co-host the other night. You understand? And we had a pretty decent dialogue. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much contention. You guys asked some good questions, and I know that you're prepping for the show this weekend. So, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a platform that I want to be on because it's. One thing is I know Israel loves the contention. Israel wants the body bags. Israel wants the bloodshed. They want to cross the line or get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Like me personally, I like a dialogue where you understand, like you said, the thought process can actually get out there and people could decide for themselves. Because now, what did you title the episode for this weekend?
This week we wanted to talk to you about, is the Bible the actual word of God or word, of the Creator? Some people say God, some people say the Creator, some people say the Most High. So we want to know, coming from, I call you
new caller. Just hold on 1 second. I'll get to you in a minute. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
It's all good. But we want to talk to a specialist in this subject, someone who knows the Bible. Well, let me go back. Let me digress for a second and say this. that we've talked to Christian people, we've talked to, you know, Muslim people. When it comes down to this Bible, what I notice, and I have to give you brothers credit, is you guys, from what I see, you stick strictly with scripture and doctrine. If I ask, you know, one of you brothers a question, you go to the book, and I have to respect that. You know, when it comes to when we asking Christian stuff, they tend to get in their feelings a lot. You know, they get out the Bible and say, well, it's because this is what we think or this is what we believe. And I like truth. And that's why I have to give you guys credit, is you stick to the doctrine. And I can respect that, and I can believe that. So that's why I definitely wanted to come and get you on the show, brother, to ask you your opinion on this topic, because I know you're going to tell it to us out of the Bible.
Well, listen, Most High crazy, and you did the right thing coming to the UPK, and I gotta big up Commandant General Yahanna. You understand, for teaching us how to be non-emotional. You understand? So you know what I'm saying, like Barakatha Yahweh Yahushua for raising up a man of the Lord like that to raise up. You understand, all of us. You understand, to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And once again, that's definitely why I'm interested in coming on your platform. Strictly because, once again, it will be able to dispel and clear up a lot of misconceptions that I know people have. Because, like I talked to you when I was on the phone, I completely understand why people would shy away from the Bible or have doubts or whatever the case may be. Because when you're trying to come into a state of blackness or find your people, and when I say black, I mean Hispanics, Native Indians, so on and so forth. Just for anybody out there, I'm talking about all the tribes. So when it comes down to that, is that we know that, you understand, white supremacy has been used in Christianity. So as a result, you understand, what's the expression they like to use? Throw the baby out with the bathwater. They want to throw the whole thing away. When the problem is that the Bible is a tool that belongs to us that just wasn't being utilized properly. And as a result, you understand, people want to throw it away and go into other spiritual, so spiritualities, or go on a journey, you understand, to try to fit a mold, when they'll find out that doesn't belong to them either. So that's our job, to come out here and let them know that this book is more than just a book. It's our historical document, our historical record, and it is the word of God, which you understand, which once again, I'm not saying that I'm here to prove that or whatever the case may be. You understand? It ain't to me if a brother is going to understand that. You understand? Somebody's disbelief does not make the word of God of none effect. You understand? But I will present the facts. You understand?
Hey, that's all I can ask. Now, I will say this. Now, I know what you do is crossing the line, so we gonna put you on the hot seat. We ain't gonna get too crazy though. We're gonna stick straight to the doctrine and everything. But I'm usually the one out the show that try to turn the heat up a little bit. But you know, my co-hosts and everything, we try our best to keep it diplomatic so we can get understanding. All the, you know, the hollering and going on, we want understanding, and we want our listeners to get a good understanding. Like I say, we try to get people to call from all walks of life, so that we can build and learn from each other. And that way you can form your opinion in this, if this is the route for you to take, or if something else is the route for you to take.
Listen,
so I'm really looking forward to having you on, brother, this Sunday, and building with you.
I'm looking forward to it too. Now, I just want to let you know something. I do this. You know what I'm saying? So you can turn up the heat. Listen, I like UPK. we born and raised in the furnace. You understand? Like we fight fire with fire. You understand? So whatever the case may be, come on with it.
Yeah, I saw what you did to my Kemetic brothers. I didn't appreciate that.
Oh, you didn't appreciate. See. Now you saying you didn't appreciate that? You know they was holding the L. That's why you ain't because you know they got body bags. We put they body bag in a body bag.
You got us. I give it to you.
Listen, and brother, that was very honest of you, and that's definitely why, you know what I'm saying, I like dealing with you, because you are, you understand, on the other side of the tracks, one of the more honest brothers.
Well, I appreciate that, bro. Like I said again, we'll catch you. And I do want to ask a question.
Good.
I'm gonna ask this question for a brother that's now he's in a Hebrew Israelite camp here. It's not I.S.U.P.K, but he's in another camp here in St. Louis. Like I said, we're out of St. Louis, Missouri. And from talking to you, a few days ago, I let you know that I did know that it's an I.S.U.P.K camp here, and you told me that you knew about him. So I haven't reached out to that brother yet, but I will. But this other guy that I was talking to, he has problems with when it comes to I.S.U.P.K, because I always go to him with videos and stuff that I've seen with you guys and have our discussions. But for him, he has a problem with the I.S.U.P.K because you guys big up General Yohanna so much. And he feels like, giving props to a man over Christ is a problem. So I was wondering, can you just clear that up for us and let us know, where does General Yohanna stand with you, the importance of having a leader, in what you got going. Just clear that up to us of where does Yohanna stand when it comes to the I.S.U.P.K camp and when it comes to Christ.
Well, Commanding General Yohanna, this is what I'm going to tell you. Everybody on the earth since the time of Moses had a problem with the man who the Lord, designated to be in charge. When you start with Moses, you understand, when he came out in the wilderness, even his own sister challenged him, and then the Lord turned her leprous. You had Korah and a whole bunch of other brothers who were very popular, very famous in the time of Israel, princes in Israel, you understand, that they came against him, and the Lord ended up murking them and their houses and their animals. But one of the censers, I don't know if you know what a censer is. It's what burns incense made out of gold and says, go get the gold, but the rest of them were destroyed. When you continue on that path all the way on down to you understand, in the Maccabees, they had a problem following Judas Maccabee, and those that didn't want to follow him died. Those that didn't want to fight on the Sabbath died. Even on down to the point where the Pharisees did not want to acknowledge Christ. You understand? We do not deify Commanding General Yohanna. What we do is what is all throughout the scriptures. We give props to a man of God who the Lord used to save our lives. We give just like nobody has any problem calling it the law of Moses. It's not Moses's law. You understand? But he was the lawgiver. It's really the laws of the Most High. But they call it the law of Moses. Why? Because Moses was there when the Red Sea was split. Moses was there, you understand, when the Lord wanted to bring down the plagues. You understand? Like so therefore, you give that brother credit. And just like they didn't want to follow him back then, they don't want to follow a true man of God, because really, that brother's doing some form of wickedness. That brother's doing some form of wickedness that if he was to come inside here, he would actually change. And he doesn't want to change. And that's the main problem right there. The main problem is that brothers just do not want to change their lives. You understand? So now give me 1 second here, right? Hold on 1 second. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm hoping to have him call in Sunday also.
Yeah, all right, we'll see, because he probably sounds like one of them cats who'll get very emotional very quickly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it sounds good. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm going to give you a scripture, though, because you said we answer everything according to the scriptures, right? I'm going to give you, this is 2 Corinthians, and this is the 12th chapter. And I'm going to start at the 11th verse. You got it? Oh, my God. All right, go ahead. I didn't know. He on point today. Go ahead, read when you got it. You want to read into the mic.
2 Corinthians, chapter 12.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 11.
Verse 11. I am become a fool in glorying. Ye have compelled me.
Let me tell you something, man. Paul says he's become a fool in glorying. You understand? He became a fool in glorying because he had to, for a moment, he had to glorify himself. You understand? Which is something that sometimes is foolish. Go ahead.
For I ought to have been commended of you.
You understand that? Now, what is Paul saying here? Paul's saying, I got to glorify myself because you did not give me the honor that I deserved. This is a man here speaking. You understand? This is a brother who's going around saving people's lives. This is a man that these brothers would not know the truth without him. And he's letting them know that it's your job to big up the brother who does this. You understand? It's your job to big up a brother who does the work, because I'm not supposed to be doing it myself. The Lord says, let another man's lips honor you. Read on.
For in nothing am I behind the very chiefest apostles.
Listen, most of the New Testament is penned by Paul. Maybe not directly, because you understand he was a powerful brother, so he had scribes around him. One of the only letters I think he wrote directly himself was Philemon, where he says, I wrote this with my own hand, letting you know how much important it was for that brother to be accepted. That's another topic, though. But what he's saying is, I'm not behind the chiefest apostles. There's apostles who outrank me, but in works, I'm not behind them in anything. Go ahead.
Though I be nothing.
You understand? But I'm nothing. And Commander General Yahanna will tell you that all the time. He's one of the most humblest brothers on the face of the earth. You understand? But for the amount of work that he does, he deserves to have brothers like us give him a drop of honor. And it's like people have a problem when you give a black man honor. But inside here, we understand that black men are more precious than fine gold. Read on.
Right. Verse 12. Truly, the signs of an apostle were wrought among you.
Brother, I don't got to tell you how many miracles I've seen in here. The fact that you're talking to me and I'm not high is a goddamn miracle.
That's right.
You understand? The fact that I'm alive right now is a goddamn miracle. Like I've seen brothers prophesy and give white men heart attacks on the street. I've seen brothers prophesy and a brother get pulled out of a police cruiser and a white woman go to jail for falsely accusing him.
That's right.
You understand? Like I've seen miracles up inside here. I've seen brothers come in here with schizophrenia and all different sorts of ailments. I've seen brothers come in here with speech impediments start speaking properly. You understand? I've seen brothers change their lives in here. Read on.
Wrought among you in all patience, in signs and wonders and mighty deeds.
You understand that, brother? Like how much more? You understand? Like even when me and you spoke, you stated something that I would not want to boast in myself right now, but I'm gonna have to quote you. You turned around to me and you stated, what'd you say, brother? From when I first saw you to now, the growth is tremendous. You understand? Well,
your growth from when I saw you with Polite back in the day and that was on Sinetta's channel. You know, to see how you was able to stay disciplined and your growth from where you were at then to be, you know, humble and disciplined to where you at now. Yeah, I mean, it's tremendous growth, brother.
Now, do you see that work that you just did? That's the fruits of his labor. You understand? That was not me, brother. I was emotional at one time. I was unstable. I had issues. I had a void inside of me that couldn't be filled outside of weed and messing with hoes and just running around and living in pleasure. You understand? And you know what? And it's because of that man's works, you understand, that I was able to change my life. Now, who does he serve? Did he just go around and do this on his own? Hell no, man. You understand? He follows Christ. But this is the thing. And this is something that Black and Hispanics run away from. We run away from order. We run away from discipline. You understand? And inside here, we have a military ranking structure. We have a hierarchy. We are organized. We can mobilize. We can get shit done. And you know what that means? That means that there's got to be somebody at the top of that pyramid. There's got to be somebody at the top of that totem pole. America has a president. Different lands and different nations have kings. Now, Yahweh Shah is our king. But guess what? When the king leaves, he leaves the vice regent. When the king's not around, he leaves somebody in charge. Just like you on your job, you have a supervisor. You have a manager. If the owner's not around, who's in charge? The manager. Manager's not around, who's in charge? The supervisor. They're not around, who's in charge? The assistant manager. You think the Lord's going to leave us out here blind without no goddamn leadership? Well, let me tell you something. Until our king returns, Commander General Yahanna is that brother who's in charge. You understand? And really, if we really wanted to do things according to the scriptures, you could read in 1 Kings about when Elijah left and Elisha was there after he just parted a damn river and crossed it. His followers got on one knee and bowed down to him. You understand? Now, if I ever did that in front of Commander General Yahanna, he probably whooped my ass. You understand? Literally, we probably actually be going to blows because he can't stand that shit. You understand? But at the end of the day, that brother is a man of the Lord. He is a prophet of God that was put here to lead us back to the Most High in Christ. And as a result, I will get a goddamn blimp with his picture on it so everybody knows it. You understand? Anybody got a problem with that, you come see me. I'm on 125th Street. I'm in Roxbury. I'm also in downtown, what do you call it? I'm at 2279 3rd Avenue. No problem, you come here.
I heard that, brother. Well, hey, brother, you keep doing what you're doing because I appreciate what you're doing. And even if I'm not on the same 100% path that you on, I see the good works that you brothers do. And like I say, I have to respect that. And as far as my Kemetic brothers go, hey, it's some work we need to do on that end. Next to the Islam brothers, I got love for them. And I appreciate us coming together and just trying to get our people, you know what I'm saying, free and uplift our people. But I do want to say, continue to say that, bro, I appreciate what you guys are doing. And I look forward to talking to you Sunday.
Hey, Most High in Christ. Likewise, brother, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to take these other calls, Lord willing, I'll see you Sunday.
All right, peace, brother.
All right, shalom, Shabbat. Call us up, Salakia, to keep you waiting. I know I got 2 other calls on the line. Just bear with me for 1 minute. 317, you understand, Indianapolis, you live on the air.
What's happening, Chaataza? JT and Juggernaut, man.
Hey, what's going on? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, I wanted to see if you can help me out, man, like with the term amen. Now, is that like a Egyptian term, or like, I mean, should we be saying that as Israelites? Could you clarify that for me?
Oh, okay. Listen, man. Don't get caught up in you understand the blackety black talk and semantics that they like to put. Like they also like to say, you know, ISIS, Ra, and El is Israel.
Yeah, I know that's bullshit.
Which that's just silly, because you understand, no matter which way you slice it, whether it's Yisrael, Yasharal, Yasharala, whatever way that they want to pronounce Israel, it'll never come out to or equate to the actual, what do they like to call, Medu Neto, or whatever the case may be, if you compare the 2 languages linguistically. You understand? Now, even when it comes down to Aman just means so be it. You understand? So yes, you say it at the end of prayers. So be it. This is what you want to come to fruition. It don't have nothing to do with whatever these nuts say. You understand? Going like you talking about people who, you understand. First of all, they don't even follow their Kemetic customs, and they want to worry about the customs that we're following. I ain't met not one of these goddamn Negroes who was mummified. They ain't mummified Dr. Ben. You understand? They ain't do that. They ain't mummifying dogs so that this way they can go talk to Anubis. You understand? They ain't doing none of that. They ain't over there drinking period blood to become the priest, because that's one of the things that they had to do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing a goddamn thing. So before they come over here trying to talk about customs, they don't even understand. They need to stop with the word games.
No doubt.
All right, so that's just blackety black nonsense. This is what they need to do. They need to put the weed down for a little bit.
I did the other thing, man. I'm the dude, son of Israel, in the chat, man. I'm in the lab. I'm cooking. Like, I've been studying your music, because I don't know where to go to hear the music. You know what I'm saying? Besides when I come to cross the line, and you know, y'all play the music in the background. So I think I kind of got a flavor for you, man. Like I did, you know, like a lot of beats for dudes in the industry a little bit, you know, here and there. Like I'm a legend in Indianapolis on a production tip. So I just want to let you know, man, I'm cooking up. I'm probably seeing you like 10 or 15 beats in the next week or so, man. So
my man,
ready. I got your email.
You got my email?
So yeah, I got it.
All right, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Yeah, so just send me like a little message, so this way I know who's sending the beats. You know what I'm saying? And then and then we'll go from there. And then, you know, so you could drop your contact information. I'll hit you up, let you know what I'm saying, what the deal is, what we could work out if I end up making a track or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying, there's tons of spitters in the school. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to keep up with them. You know what I'm saying? Captain Ty War, Captain Akkad, Knock, Dawood, all these brothers are monsters. You know what I'm saying? So they might even like something too. So, you know what I'm saying? So we'll keep in touch.
Okay, that's what it do.
All right. Lord be with you. All
right, shalom.
Shalom, Shabbat. Caller 561 Delray Beach. What's going on? You live on Cross the Line. What's happening?
Hey, what's good? Shalom, y'all. About to say y'all shot about the
Who's this?
It's Rob, young man.
Rob, what's going on? You was at the cookout.
Con.
Yeah, what's going on? Wait, man, Officer Shimon ain't get you your name yet.
You know, a good soldier put in twice the work, you know.
Okay, I can dig it. You better be putting in twice the work then. You understand? I ain't gonna throw my man under the bus. He know what he's doing. Listen, a lot of y'all don't know. Officer Shawar raised me. You understand? Officer Shawar Yala out in Florida, Miami-Dade, man. That's my man right there. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah. Well, real quick. Well, first of all, yeah, you know, big ups, Officer Shawar. Yeah, I'll let you. Real solid man. But furthermore, you know, I just wanted to. I'm looking at these comments. You know, people saying, you know, bump the bump it or dump it. So you know, I wanted to request my play. You know what I'm saying? If you could play that more fire joint, see if people like it.
All right. What I need you to do is I need you to send me an email with the track. You know what I'm saying? So or is it on YouTube?
It's on SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud. All right. Hold on. Before the show is over. All right, this is what we're gonna do. If we're gonna do a bump it or dump it, if any of y'all are brave enough to send your joint in, you understand? We're gonna do bump it or dump it. We're gonna play the track. If your track says bump it, then for 1 month, I'll play your joint in the beginning of the show.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? But if they say dump it, you know I'm gonna say, get that shit out of here, all right?
Yo, hey man.
So no hard feelings, man. The people's gonna decide.
All right, hey, like they say in the business, you know, any publicity is good publicity.
All right. So now, all right. So what I got to do to sir? I'm gonna type it in right now. What I got to do to find this?
Okay, you can just go type in YRTHELGND.
Hold on.
No
wait. YRT
HE LGND.
LGND. Okay. YR the legend. I got you.
Right, and then you just look for the fire, like, you know, it's got a fire symbol on it.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Hope you can find it that way.
I'm gonna click your joint. Hold up. More fire. All right. I'm gonna play it in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna get to these other calls. All right.
Con out of one con.
All right,
big
man.
Big up to you and Tazaryach. I'm loving the show. I really want to say I'm fucking loving this show.
Yeah, we ain't FCC regulated, but listen, that's Captain Tazaryach. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave that out. That brother earned that rank right there.
Ooh, is that a demerit?
No, you listen, you all right, man. Don't worry about that. But I'm gonna bump your joint a little bit. Most High in Christ, man. I'm glad you still staying strong with this truth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, man. With that, shalom, you Chaataza.
Shalom, y'all. Let's say Chaataza.
All right, we got another call on the line. No, we don't. He's gone. For the brothers that was waiting, y'all can call back in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got any questions or comments? You understand? Call back in, and then we gonna do bump it or dump it tonight. You understand? I will say this: I heard the track. You understand? It's nothing like G-Man's joint. Shalom, caller. State your name and where you calling from.
Yo, what's going on? This Isaac, man, calling from Sacramento.
Hey, Shalom, what's going on?
Man, first off, man, I want to say, man, that new song you just came in, go crazy.
Which
Don't make no
one?
Sense. The first one you said you was talking about Esau. He was on his line. He was on his helmet. I'm here to pick up some money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that one too. That's the intro to my new album, man.
Yeah, and how can I find that too?
Okay, that ain't released yet. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of a sneak peek. I appreciate the love you showing it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But You can get Can I Live on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You name it, it's there. Can I Live, Lost
Play
Tribes.
too much on that one. I ain't gonna lie. That's slapping. Another thing too, I was trying to see if I can get some scriptures on gangbanging.
Some scriptures on gangbanging. Really, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, any brotherhood scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like you want a scripture on gangbanging. All you need is any brotherhood scripture. You understand? Like love your brother as yourself. We ain't loving our brother as ourselves if we run around killing each other because we wearing different colors. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and a lot of times brothers want to answer that's a little bit more deep. But that's what it boils down to. The whole reason why brothers join gangs in the first place is because they're looking for something they didn't get at home. They're looking for acceptance. They're looking for brotherhood. They're looking for protection. They're looking for somebody to make sure that they get home, you understand, safely and properly. You understand? So the whole point is that the brotherhood that people have actually been seeking is in the ISUPK. You understand? And let me tell you something. I will take an ex-gang member or a gang member who is willing to convert over a Christian in the choir any day. You understand? Like straight up and down. We will turn you into a man of the Lord. So now, I mean, if you want some direct scriptures, that's not a problem. Like if you want me to paraphrase a couple, but the main thing that I want you to know is that it boils down to brotherhood. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what the entire surmise is. The entire surmise is that we as Black and Hispanics need to realize that we're all we got. You understand? Like the colors that matter is not red, blue, yellow, whatever your set is. You understand? It's black and brown. You understand? Like any Black, Hispanic, Latino, Native Indian. You understand? Whatever you're gonna call yourself, that's what matters. You understand? We are all we got. You understand? Like, for example, Zephaniah 2:1, gather together. We ain't supposed to be divided into different subsects. You get what I'm saying? Like we're not supposed to be in different factions. We're supposed to be gathered together. You understand? The scripture says there's one body. How we gonna be one body if you wear red, I wear blue? You understand? And we can't come together because we got different colors. So anything that has to do with unity, we're coming together in order under one body, with brotherhood, with us dealing with each other righteously. That's what you want to use for gangbanging, brother.
You know
what I'm saying?
There's another thing too. I hear exactly what you're saying, Con. I've been going to the class. I went to a couple classes in Nashville, and you know what I'm saying, y'all pretty much bringing me home, and y'all done stopped me from doing a lot of sinning out here. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all done stopped me from smoking weed fully. I don't eat no pork, shrimp, no lobster, no none of that. I'm just ready to you know what I'm saying, right now I'm just going through some stuff. I'm on a run. I'm ready to just, you know what I'm saying, go turn myself in, get this little time out the way, get off parole, so I can fully join y'all class. You know what I'm saying? So I can fully get boots on the ground and really be with it. So I can be a good, you know what I'm saying, helping stone to what y'all doing out here, man, because I love it, man. Y'all down there saved my life, man. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, just listen to y'all, I can get far. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done showed me who I was from the tribe of Judah and everything, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So I just be struggling with gang banging sometimes, man. I'm just trying to get up out of that life. I ain't trying to be a part of none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, man,
that's all I was saying.
Most High in Christ, man, and at the end of the day, that's all the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I can't take credit for none, because you know what I'm saying, that the Lord brought me in and changed me as well. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that go, with anything that you're gonna do, what you should do is, you know what I'm saying, call whoever's in charge of the city that you over and get counsel. You understand? Before you move this way, you understand, whatever issues you got, if you do got to go sit for a minute, we can make sure, you know what I'm saying, you a diligent soldier, you get in the prison system, and then what happens, you know what I'm saying, but I mean, you get with Captain Zakar, you understand, brothers will make sure that you're right in there, you get all your materials, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying. But first, before you do that, you understand, make sure you call the head of your city and get counsel, you understand, and then we'll plug you up, make sure that, you understand, we'll ride with you no matter where you at, all right?
Okay. Hell yeah.
So we'll start there. You got any other questions or comments?
Man, no, that's all I know, man. That's all I wanted to just stay a little facts or whatever, and just let y'all know I appreciate what y'all doing, man. I appreciate y'all shot. You know what I'm saying? Bringing me to this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a part of this shit. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, Most High in Christ. So what you do is, you understand, you stay strong, you know what I mean? And then you make sure that you change yourself, get yourself all the way right, and then you go and raise up the next brother. You understand? You go and do it for the next brother who's in the same situation as you, facing the same shit that you was facing, and then this way you do what was done for you. You get what I'm saying? And we keep pushing that forward, and like that, we gonna build this nation.
Straight up, no, that's gangster right there. Straight up, straight up.
That is the only and true definition of gangster, and we got that from the most gangster nigga that would ever walk the earth. That was Yahawashi. You understand?
That's right.
Straight up.
All right.
Straight up, man. Yes, I appreciate it, man. I don't got no comments, and then that was it, man. I appreciate it. I just wanted to call in and talk to y'all.
Hey, no sweat out. You know what I'm saying? You stay strong out there, warrior. All right, shalom. You shabrakta. All right, man. Anybody else got any other calls? You understand? Salakia, I know there was a little bit of a waiting list, but once again, that number 646-902-6868. Listen, get it in now. Because y'all know when we got guests, we don't always get a chance to open up the phone line. So if y'all want your questions, topics, comments, if you want to talk about a previous episode, whatever the case may be, you understand? And with that, that's definitely like a beautiful thing too, man. That like brothers can come in from all walks of life, and once again, you can see the works. You understand? You could see, you understand what that how brothers have changed. Anybody who know me, you understand? For example, Officer Dawada and Officer Kazak Damar, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you know. They'll let you know I was a knucklehead. You understand? Now, I ain't gonna bring up things that I did as an old man. If any of you don't know, those are my brothers when we was in the world. You understand? We was in Florida running wild all throughout Orlando, Tampa. You understand? Miami, doing outlandish things, and then we found the truth. You know, and one by one, we all came in. And then I can't tell you, you know, how ill it was to be at the Passover, and both my brothers was officers. You know what I'm saying? Both my brothers that came a very long way, man. You understand? Is that you? Sweat. Hold on. All right. So you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, and for brothers out there, let me tell you something. You'll never understand the UPK until you come up inside here. You'll never truly understand this brotherhood and how real it is. Like, you'll never understand it from the outside looking in. You got to be in here. Make sure y'all make it to that Passover, man. You know what I mean? Like make sure, like I don't care where y'all are at. Like this is something that brothers got to know. First of all, Hebrew Academy's coming up. You know what I mean? Any of y'all don't. Hebrew Academy's the business, straight up and down. And at this upcoming Passover is where brothers is gonna be able to sign up for that. Not only that, but brothers is coming from the UK, from Cali, from all over the United States, internationally, to all come and serve the Lord. You understand? Brothers is I mean, let me tell you something. Lord willing, I got this garment coming together. I'm trying to be up in there looking glorious. You know what I'm saying? I already seen it. I seen Captain Tazaryach. Captain Tazaryach gonna be stunting this year. He always stunt, but he's stunting this year. Captain Mawakwa said he gonna shut everything down. I said the what the hell is that song by Outkast? The internet, the Players Ball anthem. That needs to be the anthem for the cookout. I mean, if not for the cookout, for the Passover. You know what I'm saying? All the players came from far and wide wearing afros and braids. You understand? Pushing them gangster rides. Like that's let me tell you something. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. You understand? $200 fee, Roosevelt Ballroom, $200 per family. You understand? Up in Yonkers. I mean, we done rented out hotels. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. I think Texas is coming up with half the Passover. You understand? Them brothers took over a church, took over another building and congregation. They coming up there. I don't even know how many people. It's out of control. Oh, let me see. So I got the emails coming in right now. What's this brother talking about? Brothers want to get on. I'm only doing one bump it or dump it. You understand? Hold up. Man, you know that's bumped, man. Macabre, what you sending me? I need something people ain't heard before the end of the day. You understand? So now, once again, anybody got any other questions or comments? What's that number? I'm going to drop the number in there one more time. 646-902-6868.
people ain't heard.
This Macabre?
So Shalom, Yahweh,
Shabrakatah. What's going on? What you sending me, man? Don't be. Listen, that song is certified.
You gotta play it though. You gotta let the people speak.
Listen, all you gotta do is
that's your own opinion though.
All you gotta do is turn around and say that this is the request line, man. That, you know what I'm saying? That song is certified and approved.
I just wanted to play it in the airways, but I did have a question though. See, look, you messed up my whole little plan, Adwan.
No sweat, okay?
Lucky. So so like, my question was, I was trying to get about the generals, but you know, I really didn't get a chance to. But I want to know, I'm trying to figure out how many archangels were there. Like, I know about Michael and Gabriel, but I feel like there's other more, or I was taught about it. I just can't remember. And I want to know if you knew about their offices.
Yeah, I got him in my notes. I remember Officer Aban asked that question. General Muhammad broke it down not too long ago. As far as the archangels that were mentioned, I know that as far as their direct offices, I can give you two. I can give you probably 3 out of the 4, 2 or 3 out of the 4. I can't remember offhand, but it's Michael, Gabriel, Rapaya Allah, which is I believe Raphael, and a warrior Allah. And one of them is for spiritual healing. Michael or Mayaka Allah is the archangel of war. He's like the general that's under Christ. Gabriel is the messenger, and a warrior Allah I cannot remember offhand. I got to look in my notes. If anything, I'll call you at a later time and give it to you.
Okay, Khan. I was just interested in that because you know, at first when I was reading the book of Second Esdras, I thought that was one of the archangels speaking to Esdras, but that's not an archangel, correct?
That I got to get back to you as well. You know what I'm saying? Once again,
Okay.
I got a whole notebook, just all angels and all the questions. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get back to you on that one. I don't want to give you anything. You understand? Just you know, off the cuff that I'm not 100% with. All right.
Okay, Khan. If I could, at the Passover, I might just got to kidnap your precept book and your notes. If I could, if that's not a sin or anything like that, or a crime.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. All right? Listen, listen, man. The precepts is a phone call away.
If I could, please, you know, hear that song and see what everybody thinks about the song. Bump it or dump it.
Listen, man, that's not a bump it or dump it track, but I will, Lord willing, I'll see if I can play it. But I'm gonna take this next call. All right.
God. All right. Throughout, I appreciate you.
All right, Shalom. You Shabrakatah.
Shalom.
I got a phone call from 561. You next up in the queue. You got a question or a comment?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Or
yeah, I can hear you fine, brother. What's your
right,
name? Where you calling from?
Calling in. I'm calling from Florida. I've been watching you guys for a minute. And it's just a comment, I guess, or an observation that I made in certain things that I observed. And I like when y'all got them body bag shows because that's what we need. You need to throw out all that trash that's poisoning our people. And I like how y'all boys moving. Another thing is when you had that dude Jabari on there the other day and he was defending that nut in the mouth type stuff.
That's a bomb drop.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but
body bag.
He belongs to a Greek
was,
letter organization, and I remember the captain. I don't know how to pronounce it right. Tazaryach. He did something on that, the homosexuality where niggas was putting eggs in each other's mouth and stuff. And Jabari belongs to
I couldn't watch
fraternity,
that.
So maybe he's cool with that. You know what I mean? So maybe it's not a big thing for him. You know what I mean?
I didn't know he belonged to a fraternity, but that would make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. To this day, I've never completed that video. Like I helped Cap organize that lecture and research it. And to this day, like even when it went on in the lecture, I looked away. That like that makes my stomach churn. Like I can't do it.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna tell you, like a couple of those guys and I'm not trying to sound, I don't know if this has been brought to y'all's attention, but a lot of them belong to certain fraternal organizations. Like there's an old video before I even saw that cat SETI, right?
Mm-hmm.
That coke sniffer. Like there's a while, like I haven't like seen this cat, and this was like way back in like probably 5-6 years ago, and I didn't know who he was, and I started seeing a lot of like Sarnetta's videos coming up and stuff like that, and there was a video of him in the court. He was in the courtroom, and he uses a phrase that a lot of Masons uses when he was addressing the judge, and he was like, "Yo, I'm a traveling man," and stuff like that. And I noticed Sarnetta, he's throwing up a lot of hand signs and stuff. I don't know if he's doing, I know y'all, I think y'all already know y'all playing in a garden full of snakes, but y'all got the Almighty backing you. So,
hold on one second. Hey, for all the callers, you understand? I got all y'all in queue. All right, so just hold on. I'm gonna go down the line, but go ahead, continue, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I know y'all playing in a garden full of snakes, but you got the Almighty backing you. And I like how y'all just keep bodying them fools, because they really they're a bunch of what's the word I like to say? They're not heretics, but what's that word, man? They disgust them, man. They don't mean well for our people, like real talk.
Oh no, listen,
and
you're right about that.
Y'all good on that, man. Y'all stand on your stuff and nothing changes, you know. And a lot of people been trying to get at y'all about the Bible and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to be one of them cats. That's how I was on Sarnetta stuff. Not getting at y'all, but I had a distaste for the Bible and stuff like that because of what
you said. You calling from
when
Florida?
y'all broke stuff down. Huh?
You said you're calling from Florida?
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to cut you up, but you saying you digging the breakdowns? Are you in class?
Not yet.
Listen, man, now you know what's coming, right?
Yeah, I already know. I already know.
Listen, man, you gonna have to get in class. I'm gonna give you the number to Florida. I want you to understand something. Like the brother, the number I'm giving you, the brother raised me. This Officer GEN.YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think I'm hardcore. I still don't think I can hold the candle to this brother. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you know. That's my man right there.
Let me get that number.
Listen, I got you. You can call this brother 24/7. He gonna get you right. Let me know. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
561
561
633.
Wait. What was that? 333? You said?
No, 633.
Okay, 6.
Abaja.
3.
Door. 633-8313.
8313.
All right, that's the number, man, for Florida.
Like,
you call that number, you understand? Them brothers right there, they gonna get you right. Like I said, the brother who's over Florida, you know what I'm saying? That was one of my first contacts in the school. I was living in Florida at the time. You know what I'm saying? He's the one, you know, who brought me up.
Hey, one last thing. You know what? Like I said, I like that y'all doing the body bags, but y'all the only people that I've seen, like as we'll say, the so-called conscious community or whatever. I can't classify them as a community, but y'all the only ones that really prove our identity. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have stuff that will prove to us what we are. All these other cats, they be like, oh, well, you know, we from Africa, and they talk in Egypt and all this stuff, but they can't tell you we're nothing. They can't say go to no DNA, because that's 1.48% accurate. It ain't even 2% accurate. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
it diminishes after each. Even if you just had a child and they do a DNA test, it comes out 99.9% accurate. So, you know, it already loses something just off of a child. So going back hundreds of years is like garbage, you know. So, and y'all the only ones that will provide us with our identity. All they can say is, yeah, you know, back in Africa, you know, this and that and that and that. And like, no Africans don't rock with us or none of that. So, you know,
listen, you right about that. And this is another thing too. They talk all this shit about the white man, but they gonna trust in his science and his DNA and his labs and so on and so forth. So, you know, it's just hypocrisy. But listen, brother, you got that number. Listen, I got 3 other calls up in the queue. I don't want to run on you. You know what I'm saying? But we got limited time. So Lord be with you and hit that number up. All right.
All right. Good looks, man.
All right. Shalom, Yishup.
Yeah.
It's so funny when brothers is young. You know what I'm saying? And they don't say that. Okay, I got a number from George over here, 706. You live on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's happening?
How you doing, Cap? My name is Jake from Georgia.
Hey, Shalom, what's happening? You got a question or a comment?
Look, yeah, I got a comment, man, and a quick question, too. I want to start with my comment. I've been watching y'all since y'all started, man, when y'all was at the radio station. It was awesome, because y'all will always start out by saying, the white man is the goddamn devil.
You right about it. Now that's a bomb drop. Go ahead.
I miss the hell out of that shit. I mean, it make me feel good, a super black man in the South, to hear the North talking about that white man is the goddamn devil. When I see this bastard down here in the South every goddamn day with this bullshit, you know what I'm talking about? So I just want to big up y'all on that shit right there. And remember, you got to keep saying the white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of.
Listen, and you know why we have to say it too, and a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, it bothers a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It bothers people because they love white people so much. But let me
Man,
give
fuck
you
the white man.
Listen, you right. Listen, I don't know. Listen, if it's any consolation, I played my song and the first words was "fuck the white man." You understand? This was Sitting Bull Geronimo. You understand? So anyway, but here's the point, right? You have to say that the white man is the devil, because every time that you say it, you're degrading him. And when you degrade the white man, you're automatically uplifting a black man.
That's right.
You understand? Like, you're automatically putting your people above him. So you have to say it. So listen, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that we say it every show. All right, at least every 20 minutes. Is that cool?
Every 20 minutes is cool, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about every other 5 minutes, you know, but that's beyond the point. I got a question for you.
Go ahead, brother.
I got a question about the black leadership in Israel right now. I'm talking about over here, the true Israel. The black man over here, you know, the black leaders, Isaiah 56:9 says it best, calls them, I'm paraphrasing, dumb, ignorant, greedy dogs,
right,
and all that. And I'm trying to figure out, you know, we got a lot of so-called Christians out here. They say they read the Bible, but they don't go to Isaiah chapter 56 and check their pastors on that bullshit. Can you help me out with that right there?
Yeah, no, absolutely, brother. Give me Isaiah 29:9. All right, I'm gonna have the brother read this scripture right now. I'm gonna break it down for you.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. You got it, Doc?
Good.
Say yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but do not with wine. They stagger.
Make sure you read that right, though. Right after they're drunken.
They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
So now this is a people right here, right? And they're drunk, but they're not drunk with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. Let me ask you something, brother. What are they drunk off of?
Pride and ego.
Okay, that's true. What else?
The lust of the world, the lust of the white man.
Now we getting there. We getting there. You know what I'm saying? What else are they drunk off of?
They drunk off of the money that they get from the tithes that they're supposed to be giving back to the people. You know what I mean?
And you know what else they're drunk off of? False doctrines like Christianity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
Like all that is incorporated too. This is what our people are drunk off of, man. You understand? And alcohol can be a addictive substance. Alcohol can be something that if not used properly, you understand, could wreck your life. You understand? Just like damn near anything. You could eat too much food, die of a heart attack. You understand? But now, this is what our people are drunk off of. But let's take it a step further. Read on.
Verse 10. For the Most High hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Let me tell you something, man. The Lord poured out a spirit of deep sleep on us at one time. And for us waking up, you understand, for us realizing it's high time to wake up, for the Lord having mercy on us, we have to realize that, appreciate it, and do something about it. And that's why, you understand, every brother inside the UPK is a precious gem, man. You understand? Because these are brothers who saw it and heard the call and put boots on the ground and wanted to do something to wake everyone else up now that they heard the alarm ringing. Read on.
And hath closed your eyes.
You understand? The Lord at one time closed our eyes too, just like he has their eyes closed. Go ahead.
The prophets and your rulers.
You understand? And he's got the prophets and the rulers. He's got these black leaders' eyes closed, man. Al Sharpton can't see a goddamn thing. T.D.Jakes can't see a goddamn thing. Go ahead.
The seers hath he covered.
Seers is just a older word or another form of prophet. You understand? A seer. He sees the future. He sees what the Lord wants him to. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
Like a book that's sealed is like, I don't know if you've ever seen one of them old school journals, like, or old books. They'll have a strap on it and it'll be sealed so that you can't open
all
it.
that, keep it closed, you know, and stuff like that. They even got the ones with the padlocks on. Oh yeah.
Exactly. Well, this Bible is sealed to them. That's why this Bible is, if you go to a motel room and you open up the drawer, you'll see a Bible there, but they can't read it. They can't understand it. Read on.
Which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed.
You know what that's like? That's like when you talk to your pastor and he's like, oh, well, you just got to have faith on that. Or he gets mad at you because he can't answer the damn question, but he's supposed to be the one that's learned, because the problem is that book is really sealed to him. You understand? Like that whole doctrine is just for him to get his bends. Read on.
Verse 12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned.
You understand? That's something so important too, because you can't just pick this book up. That's why in the chapter before this, you understand, around the same verse in the 28, it says, to whom shall he teach doctrine? You understand? To whom shall he give knowledge to? Why? Because it's very common to not understand this book. You understand? It's uncommon to understand it, but it goes on to continue to say, but those that are weaned from the milk, you understand, are the ones who will understand it. And if anybody wants that milk, they got to come in the UPK. Now, not all our people are going to get it. The Lord don't want everybody to wake up. And that's a hard pill to swallow when you come inside this truth. So if you want to know why, it's because the Lord has them asleep. You understand? So now, as a result, if you want to wake your people up, where you calling from?
I'm in the GA, you know what I'm talking about, down here in the side.
How far are you from Atlanta?
Man, hey, if I had a rock, I could hit the damn Georgia Dome where it used to be the Georgia Dome, you know what I'm talking about. I'm real close to the A.
Well, now, once again, you know what's coming, right? So now you got to get in class. Like, I'm going to give you the number, you understand, to Atlanta. You got to get up with these brothers so that this way, now that you're waking up, you got to go find the other brothers that can spark. You got to find the other brothers, you understand, that seed gets planted and then water and nurture. You understand? That's what the Lord says. The Lord says, you understand, I, Paul, planteth, Apollo watereth, but the Most High gives the increase. Well, if you want that increase from the Lord, you understand, then you got to go out there and start watering all these seeds that the UPK is planting. And that comes with boots on the ground. So I'm going to give you this number. You let me know when you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
All right. There's 404.
Got you.
997. 9123. One more time. That's 404-997-9123. You call that. That's the number to Atlanta.
All right, sir. One more thing before you go get off the phone. I watch y'all every week. Look, y'all not need to have those African assholes on the radio with y'all no more.
Listen.
Body bag them. Matter of fact, get them a damn tombstone. R.I.P. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they definitely body bagged, man. They in this right here. You know what I'm saying? But
the reason I say that because it's like the reason I say it because it's like they're wasting the time of the prophets, and time is too valuable. Body bag them bastards, man, and put.
Listen. We gonna keep body bagging them and anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel you. Listen. I wish we ain't have to deal with them either. But the problem is, a lot of our people they in love with that unk, man. Because when you wear that unk, you could still be a whore. You understand? You wear that unk, you could still blow a rod. You wear that unk, you could still get high.
We see they blowing rods.
Listen,
We
listen.
see it. They like the semen in the mouth.
They blow exactly. They blowing their own ride. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, we see it. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's worse than a dog.
you understand? So this is what you got to do, man. You got to pull our people out of that. You understand? So put them boots on the ground. You call that number. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Watching the show, and then look, you coming to Passover?
Me and my brother, we trying to get up that way, you know what I'm saying? So if you see me, I'll present myself to you. You know, I'll probably be in all black with a jacket to the floor with a cowboy hat on like Gen.YAHANNA.
My
Big
man.
up Captain Tazaryach, even though he's not there tonight. Young brother with the blue on over there by the TV. Do your thing with them sound effects, man. You right on point.
Most High Christ. All right, Lord be with you, Ak. Shalom, Yishup.
Shalom.
It's so funny when they don't know the salute, man. You know, don't worry. I used to be intimidated by it too. Shalom, caller 267. You live on the air, Across the Line Radio. State your name. You got a question or comment? What's happening?
This Tone from PA. I had a question. I wanted to know what was up with Zion Lex. Was he ever gonna come to the show, or did something happen that he ain't coming to the show?
Jacksonville, hold on 1 second. All right, this is what I'm going to tell you. You don't give the crickets to me. I'm trying to answer and all that. All right. So now, all right. As far as that goes, listen. The brother was supposed to come. He didn't show up 2 times. You understand? Whatever, you know, it sounded like reasonable excuses. You know what I'm saying? But since then, he hasn't reached back out. Now, once again, this is a show that is by request. You get what I'm saying? You could put a request in and we'll accept it or deny it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, reaching out to nobody. If brothers want to cross the line, they know where the hell the line at. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all couldn't have picked a better name for the show too, man.
You listen, that's me and Captain Tazaryach. We the ultimate tag team duo.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all doing your thing, man. I love the show, man. That's all I want to ask, though, man. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Hey, Most High Christ, this is what y'all got to do, because somebody asked when Divine Prospects coming on too. Y'all need to write them and ask them when the hell they coming on, because we gonna do what we're doing regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, y'all keep doing your thing, man. Love the show, man.
All right, appreciate you, Ak. Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom.
No, I know, but you know what I'm saying, you want to do it right. Shalom, caller 904, Jacksonville, Florida. What's going on?
Shalom, y'all. Bashim, y'all. Shabbat.
Shabbat. Who's this?
Officer Kazak Damar.
My man, Kazak Damar. Officer, I ain't gonna leave that out. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just checking out the show. Had to call in when you started talking about Passover and brothers calling in, you know, from all over the country. I just can't wait to get with y'all brothers, man. Have a drink, man. Eat some lamb with the priests and prophets of the Lord, man. That's all.
Listen. Who you telling? This is gonna be a glorious path. I feel it. I feel it in my bones, man. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be one to remember. It's gonna feel like we could take the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm geeked about it. You know what I mean? I talked to Dawud Dab and talking to all the brothers. Talk to my man Parasha and Bunyamyan. You understand? Out in the UK, Officer Parasha, Officer Bunyamyan holding it down. You understand? I think they coming out there with a handful of brothers. This is gonna be a glorious Passover, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
every single black and Hispanic needs to make it there. Every single black and Hispanic needs to come there. And this is the only Passover that the Lord acknowledges. I know a lot of Israelites be mad at that. They got a problem with that. You understand?
Right.
Like straight up and down. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Listen, y'all were invited too. All y'all invited. You understand? This Passover is open to all black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man.
So, Salakia, if I may, I had a question.
New caller, hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
I was gonna call in last week before y'all had the ultimate whores on or whatever the case may be. I know y'all was bringing out something about Africa, and I noticed I had some brothers came out to the class down here in Florida. And they showed up, you know, with the fringes on their t-shirts and all of that. You know how they get down. But anyways, I'm trying to figure out, like, I know you probably dealt with this a lot more. How y'all deal with them? They got their ears open to the truth, but they still want to keep that connection. No different than, like you say, brothers is talking about, you know, Divine Prospect. I listen to a lot of the cast work or whatever, but at the end of the day, they really want to keep that connection with Africa. And I know you got a little bit more seasoning with dealing with them kind of cats, man. I just wanted to see your perspective on how you deal with a brother who's trying to be brotherly, but you really just want to just go and body bag them. You know what I'm saying, with the whole Africa, because I got all the notes from what you did on Ghana and the doorstep, the back door. I got all the notes on, you know, everything that Port Loco and all of that stuff that I've been sending you for years. I've been watching Cross the Line when it was Israelite vibes. So you know what I'm saying. How you deal with that? You when you're trying to be brotherly, but you just really got to cut a brother. I just wanted to see what your perspective on that was.
Well, sometimes cutting a brother is the brotherly thing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes there's no way around it, and you know what I mean. There's just, you know, okay. Never hold back the truth. Just, you don't always have to spike the ball. You know, there's a way to, you know, it depends on the brother's spirit that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Like if he's somebody confrontational, he wants to cross that line, and then, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know, match that aggression and then some. But if it's a brother, you understand, coming humble, like for example, you know, the brother that called in earlier, you know what I'm saying, the brother Mufasa, you know, me and him disagree, but we can have a you know, somewhat cordial discussion. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I got love for that brother too, but you know what I'm saying, he said he's gonna turn up the heat. He can get cut too. You know what I'm saying? Just like anybody could. But you know what I'm saying, it just depends on the spirit that they come in. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna come properly, we could have a proper dialogue. Or, you know, you might come like Reggie, and then, you know, I gotta let you know that not only is the black woman not God, but neither is the great ape. You get what I'm saying? So all you got to do is just, you know what I'm saying, just plant the seed. You know what I mean? Deal with the brother, you know, like, you know, treat him like anybody. You know what I mean? Lord willing, on a long enough timeline, like, you know, you heard a couple of the callers. They said, look, I used to be against the Bible. I was watching long enough, but I see that you really got the answers. You know, I didn't come into the truth off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Neither did you. You know, but it took what? You know what I'm saying? Like a brother to, you know, keep building with you until finally, you know what I'm saying, you can't beat him, join him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't force a crown on nobody's head. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know what I'm saying, deal with them brotherly. And you know what I'm saying? If you got to turn up. And if not, just be like, look, bro, this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God. The only reason I asked that question, you know, I was raised by Officer GEN.YAHANNA just like you was, man. So it's no
swing the hammer.
It's not a problem at all. But you know what I'm saying, I finally ran across brothers who is coming with a spirit, like they humbling themselves a little bit, but they still got that. They holding on to it. I don't know when to tell them to cut the cord. You know what I'm saying? Whether, like, all I can do is lead them into class, and you know, once they're in class, then you know what it is. Then, so I just wanted your opinion on that. I was gonna call in last week when y'all was talking about it, and I had some facts, some stuff I done gained from y'all a couple of times. I see y'all deal with it different ways certain times, and I guess you're right, man. You just got to peep the spirit on
it depends. Yeah, it depends on the brother that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I don't want to run on you. You know what I'm saying? I got one more call I want to take, and then it's time for bump it or dump it. All right.
Hey, no sweat, man. And I know that brother Rob, I ain't even tell y'all, he did the Passover flyer too, man. That brother's a very creative young man, man. He's gonna do some work in this school.
Most sign credit. Yeah, he got a good spirit, man. I remember, you know what I'm saying, dealing with y'all, you know what I'm saying, dealing with him and the other brothers after the basketball court, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm glad that brother's hanging in there, you know what I mean? And then Lord willing, man, listen, 2 weeks away, man.
Lord willing, I'll be up there. I'll see you there. Might have some of that good yak from the South. I know y'all on that whiskey up there.
Yeah, I guess I don't even want to tell y'all, but I got an 18-year-old bottle of something delicious.
Hey, Lord, I see y'all, man. Shalom, y'all. About you, y'all. Shabbat.
Hey, shalom. You Shabbat. Lord be with you. This is gonna be I lost him. All right, well, I lost the other caller, so in the meantime, it is time for bump it or dump it. You know what I'm saying? Now, brother, listen. I don't want you leaving the truth over this if they dump it. You understand? Hold up. The caller call back in. Shalom, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Captain, it's Captain DeBarma from Chicago.
My man, Captain DeBarma, Shalom, Yushabrakta. What's going on, priest?
You can't get rid of me that easy, Cap. Shalak, you know.
Listen, I ain't trying to get rid of you. I'm trying to get some armbands. That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, look, speaking of armbands, that's what I call to see if I can give me a nice little 30-second ad.
You see how I set it up? I just threw you the alley-oop. I knew what this was about.
Slam dunk, goddamn it.
You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I just wanted to say, man, for those of you out there in the world, man, you tired of getting cut, you tired of needing Band-Aids, why don't you just, you know, get with Captain DeBar's leather, you know what I'm saying, thick skin leather work. Protect yourself from the cuts. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, you know, Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You want to be like Christ, Commander GEN.YAHANNA. All these I.S.U.P.K warriors, man. Protect yourself against the cut, man. DeBar's thick skin leather. You understand? We do premium, you know what I'm saying, orders. You know what I mean? That's how we getting down. Come to the Passover, we're gonna have y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have you squared away, man. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, man, come and support the truth, man. Of course, you know what I'm saying, the proceeds, a nice portion of the proceeds will go to the Israelite School of UPK to help, you know what I'm saying, further these prison programs, to help further this, you know what I'm saying, food drives and support brothers and sisters out there, you know what I'm saying, man, who need help from the priests of the Lord, man. So, you know, come to the 49th annual Passover, man, with the I.S.U.P.K, man, March 30th, man. No matter what will be in the building. Shalom.
Hey, man, thick skin, man. You understand? I got myself a pair. Y'all got to get yours, and I got a sneak peek of mine all fly. You understand? I'm trying to shut shit down this year. Hey, the brother Officer Shaw wanted to say something to you. Go ahead,
So like, I don't want to show him, but I want to know if you're gonna have the leathers there to sell that are not pre-ordered.
Damn right, priest. I'm definitely going. You know what I'm saying? Get those in the building. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have the majority headbands. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna do, you know what I'm saying, too much. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of brothers and sisters coming out there. It's gonna be a lot of heavy vendors out there for the brothers and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, cut into too much. You know what I'm saying? Fun, but I for sure will have some very, very amazing leather work, man, at the Passover this year for sure.
Man, Most High Christ.
I'm taking orders, man, at the Passover. You know what I'm saying? After the Passover, you know what I'm saying? I take orders at the Passover. They'll be delivered, you know what I'm saying, with love and with care. You understand? By, you know what I'm saying, the boss leather company.
Man, Most High Christ, man. You understand? Like I said, I see my pet. My pet is fresh. You know, y'all gonna be jocking. I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Brother put some love into these too. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you calling in, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you want to make a commercial, we'll play them on here too. You know, I don't know if you want to pre-record something, but we could probably work something like that out too. All right.
Kind of what kind? The water too, for the ad too, sir.
Hey, no sweat, man. Lord be with you out. You know what I'm saying? And now it's time for bump it or dump it. Shalom, Yushabrakta. It is time. It is that time. You understand? We gotta do bump it or dump it more often for the brave souls. This song right here is by Y.R. the Legend. You understand? Young man Rob out of Florida. Once again, you understand? Same personal. It's just business. Bump it or dump it.
You know, the LA fire index, LA fire burn index is the highest it's ever been projected. An extreme reading is 162. You know what it is today? 296.
Entire neighborhoods in the city of Ventura have now been wiped off the map.
In Ventura, just north of Los Angeles, there a state of emergency has been declared. But actually here in the city, the affluent, infamous neighborhood of Bel Air is currently being threatened. Those multi-million-dollar mansions that celebrities are living in.
Anthony says the only thing salvageable from his car was a Bible. Even his fire gear was destroyed.
I've been taking too many days off. Now I'm on the move, trying to save y'all. Woke up to the news, it's a blaze. Wishing death to fake Jews like I'm Adolf. And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire. I ain't get no sleep cause of y'all. I promise you that y'all won't get no sleep cause of me. When a nigga lick his plate, that's when dogs eat. Find me with my lost sheep, setting fire to the streets as I speak. For whatever man's soul shall he reap. And my people are sold like some fucking raw meat. What you thought that I would let that slide? You owe me, and I want your ass in chains. Cracker, get below me. Same to the Arabs, the Africans, Chinese, and Jewish men. Not cause of your skin, but you played a hand in my demise. Got rich off our lives and filled the world with lies. You preyed on the feeble minds, now you gotta pay the price. And you gon' pay with your life because your forefathers gone. Make amends with your sins, it's gon' get worse if you don't. Woe to the wicked who think that this shit is all just a joke. Pray for my bruise up in Cali cause it's up in smoke. Stole our identity, then you kept it all hidden. We didn't deserve the way you was dealing with us so differently. Didn't we have identity? Damn it, that's just a memory. But now we about to double the ante through all the vendors. Taking too many days off, now I'm on the move, trying to save y'all. Woke up to the news, it's a blaze. Wishing death to fake Jews like I'm Adolf. And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire. More fire, more fire. All praise to the most higher. In the name of the Messiah, speak the truth, I ain't no liar. I can tell you a hoe by your sweet words, and I don't like your truth bitter, and it better bite you like Ventura. I'm on fire. I know, I sound like I'm losing it. I play to win. I'm nothing like these losing kids that rap about gangster shit. They know they never did. I keep it real, more authentic than average. I grew up with savages, been around the green where the cabbage is, but I never met a real nigga that's legit. Cause a real nigga tell it how it really is. The hero.
Your eyes were not playing tricks on you. NASA confirming at least 65 fireballs were seen across Florida skies just after
more fire, more fire.
Yeah, more fire, more fire. You understand? Let me tell you something. It is unanimous. Everybody wanted that, but listen, even my pops just hit me up. He said bump it. He said, let's go, bump it or dump it. I'm going to sleep. I'm old. He said, bump it, bump. Hey, Pop, big up, Pops, man. I love you, old man. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. To the brother, to that brother, young man Rob. You understand? Out in Florida. You understand? We gonna bump that for the next month, like I promised in the beginning of the show. You understand? You the first contestant to win Bump It or Dump It. Because let me tell you something. I was about to make a terrible joke about G-Man, man. We didn't dump that off the flat earth, yo. That is for the record. We do not think the earth is flat. It's a joke for all you nuts out there, but that's how far that joint is gone. I never want to hear a G-Man song ever again or see that video with the dancing pumpkins. I promise you. I'm done with that. But that joint was definitely more fire. More fire. Hold on, I need the horn back. You understand? Well, once again, this is not Israelite Vibes like I was just about to say. This is Cross the Line Radio, CTL Radio. You can find us on YouTube. You understand? If you got iTunes, you understand? We on iTunes as well, CTL Radio. Big ups to everybody who's been rocking with us. You understand? Continue to matter of fact, hold on. I almost forgot to. Passover. Passover is going down, man. Make sure you in a Passover March 30th. Yeah. It's going down. Roosevelt Ballroom in Yonkers. So it's going to be a beautiful thing. Hold on. Let me see some. No sweat. You understand? With that, you understand this is Cross the Line Radio. Same time next week. Captain Tazaryach will be in the house. It's going down. Shalom, Israel.
Cross the line.